1956. Nat King Cole is at the absolute top. The man's voice is everywhere. Radios, records, jukeboxes. Unforgettable, Mona Lisa, Too Young, every song a hit. Capitol Records best-selling artist. Even white families listen to Nat at home, that velvet voice filling the room as they put their kids to bed. A black man's voice entering white America's living rooms. In the 1950s, with Jim Crow laws still king, this is a small revolution. But Nat has something bigger in mind: television. Back then, TV is a new toy, but a powerful one. Every evening, families gather around the screen. Ed Sullivan, Milton Berle, Perry Como, Arthur Godfrey, all white, all primetime, all kings. Black people? Only side roles, maids, comedic extras. A black host with their own show? Never happened. Not once in history. Nat thinks, why not? Knocking on NBC's door. Nat calls his manager. "Let's talk to NBC," he says. His manager hesitates. "Nat, you're already huge. Why take the risk?" But Nat is determined. "Because I have to," he says. "Not just for me, but for those who come after." He walks into NBC's office, suit flawless, tie perfect, that signature calm smile on his face. He pitches his idea to the executives. A music show. "I'll host, guests will come, we'll sing. Simple, elegant, family-friendly." NBC executives are hesitant, whispers between them. 1956 America, segregation is still protected by law in the South. Just months earlier in Birmingham, Nat was attacked on stage. 6 men rushed him with clubs, knocked him to the ground. His jaw was bleeding, his back injured. That trauma is still fresh. But Nat's stardom is undeniable. Millions of records sold, concerts sold out. White America loves him, at least his music. NBC thinks, maybe this could work? Okay, they say, but let's start small. 15 minutes, Tuesday nights at 7:30. Let's try it. Nat agrees. They know it's a gamble, but sometimes you have to gamble to change history. Opening night, November 5th, 1956. Studio lights blaze, cameras ready. Nat sits at the piano, black tuxedo perfect, hair neat, that famous smile on his face. He places his hands on the keys, turns his head to the camera. "Good evening, everyone. I'm Nat King Cole, and I'm very happy to be with you tonight." That voice, that velvet, soft, warming voice, reaches millions of homes. Black families sit frozen in front of their TVs, tears streaming. One of us, on screen, with his own show. Children look at their parents. "He's like us, isn't he?" Mom and dad nod, smiling through tears. White families watch too. Some confused, some curious, some, especially in the South, uncomfortable. But most are simply mesmerized. Because Nat isn't just singing, he's hosting a show. Elegant, kind, warm. Not threatening at all, not political, just human. A person making music, entertaining people. The format is simple. Nat sings a few songs, chats lightly with the audience, introduces a guest. One of the first guests is Ella Fitzgerald, a beautiful gesture, 2 legends together. Then week by week, Peggy Lee, Tony Bennett, Mel Torme, Harry Belafonte. They all come, they all sing with Nat. The show is simple but classy. Production quality is excellent. Nat's natural charm radiates through the screen. Critics and audiences love it. Next day, papers come out. Variety magazine writes, "One of the best-produced shows on television." Cole's natural charm and talent shine on screen. The New York Times praises, "Nat King Cole is elegant, relaxed, and supremely talented. Watching the show is a pleasure." Letters pour into NBC's mailroom. Hundreds, thousands of letters. "Thank you, Nat. Our whole family gathers to watch you. My son wants to be like you. Listening to your voice brings peace." Ratings are good. First weeks have a solid viewership. Everything looks perfect. But there's a problem. A very big problem. The absence of sponsors. In the 1950s, TV shows survive on sponsors. Advertisers put money in, cover the production costs. No sponsor means no money. No money means no show. NBC's advertising department goes to work. They approach every major company, car brands, Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, cigarette companies, Chesterfield, Lucky Strike, soap manufacturers, Procter & Gamble, Lever Brothers, food corporations, General Foods, Kellogg's. Look, they say, ratings are great, reviews are positive, audiences love it. Nat King Cole is one of America's most beloved voices. The response? Silence. One company says no, then another, then another. Why? Because Nat is black. NBC-affiliated stations in southern states issue threats. If you advertise on this show, we'll boycott your products. Southern stores will pull them from shelves. Some stations don't even air the show. Racist groups apply pressure. Letters are written. If you advertise with a black man, we'll never buy from you. Companies are scared. They can't find the courage. They fear losing the southern market, boycotts, backlash. One of them, Max Factor, a makeup company, makes an especially cruel statement. A black man can't sell our lipsticks. When Nat hears this, he laughs bitterly. What do they think? We use chalk on our faces? Weeks pass. NBC keeps searching for sponsors, but no one commits long-term. Some companies buy one-time ads, but there's no sustained support. The show grows, but still no sponsors. NBC doesn't give up. In July 1957, they expand the show to 30 minutes. More music, more guests, more content. They move it to prime time, Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Maybe this way will attract more sponsors, they think. But again, silence. Nat shows up every week, smiles, sings, hosts his guests. Professional, kind, never gives up. But inside, he's wearing down. Friends notice. The light in Nat's eyes has dimmed. He talks less, smokes more. He was already smoking a pack a day. Now it's 2 packs, then 3. That poison slowly works into his lungs, but he doesn't notice or doesn't care. The show runs on NBC's own budget. They're losing money every week. Executives love Nat, respect him, but the company can't bleed money forever. Final episode, December 17, 1957. Finally, the decision is made. The Nat King Cole Show will be canceled. December 17, 1957, the final episode airs. Nat sits at his piano. This time, he's chosen a special song, the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, that famous Nat King Cole Christmas song. He doesn't say goodbye, doesn't say, "This is the last episode." Just sings, smiles, hosts his guests. When the cameras stop rolling, he stands up. The studio crew applauds, long and hard. Some are crying. They all know they witnessed something historic, and it ended too soon. Next day, reporters press Nat. Why was it canceled? Nat is calm, but his voice carries a trace of pain. Madison Avenue is afraid of the dark. Reporters are stunned. What do you mean? What I mean, Nat says, is that the advertising companies in New York are no different from the racists in Arkansas. They're all scared. They can't find the courage. Then he adds, bitter but proud, "I'm television's Jackie Robinson." And remember, Jackie Robinson couldn't find a sponsor when he started either. But he opened the door. So am I. Hidden pain. After the cameras stop, Nat is devastated. Friends later recall, he blamed himself. "I wasn't good enough," he said. "I let people down." But the truth is, Nat was perfect. The show was excellent. The problem wasn't Nat, it was America. His cigarette consumption increases, 3 packs a day, pumping poison into his lungs unconsciously. Friends warn him, "Nat, cut back a little." Nat shrugs. Everyone dies of something. But he continues with music, tours, records albums. His voice still that velvet smoothness. Never gives up. Legacy, opening the door. The Nat King Cole Show lasted 13 months and 6 days. On paper, it looks like a failure. But in reality, revolution. In those 13 months, millions of people, black and white, saw an elegant, talented, kind black host on television. For the first time, children said, "I can do that too." Young artists found inspiration. In 1968, 3 years after Nat's death, Diahann Carroll starred in Julia, the first black woman in a non-stereotypical leading role. She told reporters, "Nat opened the door." In 1970, Flip Wilson got his own variety show, The Flip Wilson Show. Major sponsors came, ads poured in. The show was a massive hit. Flip said in an interview, "Nat took the bullets so we could walk through the door. He fought, we won." The Jacksons, Donnie and Marie, Arsenio Hall, Oprah, they all walked through that door. The door Nat opened. February 15, 1965. Nat King Cole died of lung cancer. He was only 45 years old. Those 3 packs a day finally caught up. His funeral was massive. Thousands came. Frank Sinatra cried. Ella Fitzgerald couldn't sing, too heartbroken. The world lost a voice, a legend. But his legacy lived on. His daughter Natalie Cole recorded Unforgettable as a duet with her father in 1991. They used Nat's old recordings in the studio. Father and daughter, united from beyond death. The song won 7 Grammys. The Nat King Cole Show lasted 13 months but echoed forever. Sponsors were afraid. Nat never was. And sometimes the greatest victory is to keep smiling and never give up. Nat King Cole died of lung cancer on February 15, 1965. He was only 45 years old. That cigarette habit, perhaps Birmingham's wound, took him away. But his voice didn't die. His daughter Natalie Cole re-recorded Unforgettable as a duet with her father in 1991. They used Nat's old recordings in the studio. Father and daughter came together from beyond death. That recording won 7 Grammys. Nat King Cole, not just a singer, a resistance, a silent victory, a reminder, music is stronger than hatred, and resistance never loses. Where do you think Nat's strength came from? A. From his family and roots. B. From music's healing power. C. From the unbreakable faith within him. D. All of the above. Share in the comments. Let's talk together. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Nat's stories aren't over.